All right. Okay. It's all better. Looks like I glow. It's just white. It's the bad lighting on here. All right. I'm just going to share this video over to my page, my group. Okay. A little bit later. And unfortunately, I'm inside. I really am not happy with it turning dark so light. It's dark so early. Oh my God. September, and who jumped on? Hello. Hi, Shannon. How are you doing? You've had a great summer, I see, so that's fantastic. I've been enjoying the summer, August, so I was really more relaxing, but now September's coming, so I'm getting back in it. And I wanted to talk a little bit about things that, believe me, I do to myself all the time, and I know clients do, and it's kind of like, why do we do this to ourselves? You know, we can know, but we tend to keep sabotaging, stopping ourselves, having self-doubt, not believing in ourselves, getting frustrated, feeling down, finding it hard, to go forward or to achieve what we want to achieve, right? So we've all experienced this. And I've heard about this book for a while, but then I ordered it. It was just, you get it free and you just have to pay for shipping, so it costs $6, which is quite good. Anyways, I'm a self-help junkie book. I have so many books, on self-development and stuff. Seriously, I've gotten rid of so many boxes. So I bought this one recently, which will be backwards. Like I said, just got free and had to pay shipping. It's called The Motivation Manifesto by Brendon Burchard. And I was following him for quite a few years. He's an online business coach who's done really well. The Motivation Manifesto. It's actually a beautiful book. It's kind of like a really nice journal. Like, it's got rounded edges and the paper is super soft. Feels really good. It's kind of a light yellow. It's really neat. Anyways, I haven't read that much. I just picked it up and opened it and started reading. And of course, sometimes I believe that with books like this, whatever our message that we need to hear for the day, we can just open up a book and it's going to tell us. And I love that. So that's what happened today. I opened up this book after I got it and I began to read this message. And I wanted to share because I know there's so many people who go through the same thing. So I'm just going to read part of this book and then we'll chat about it, right? So I'm just going to pick up. It says, we come to realize that our thoughts, more than our circumstances, sabotage our freedom and success. We are the ones who allow our insecurities and fears to grow into the tidal waves of worry that wash our dreams away. We are the ones who constantly delay our own progress, quitting just as the hour demands courageous action. We are the ones separating ourselves from others so that we needn't risk real conversation or so that we can feel better than them. None of us wants to look in the mirror and realize that the person looking back at us is the cause of our own frustration. We would rather smile in reflection and be proud of its courage. We want to see ourselves as free and motivated masters of our own lives. Yet a quick glance into our own tired eyes often reveals a knowledge that we are standing in our own way. So true, right? Too often we find ourselves muttering at the mirror, you again? Why can't you get your act together and go for what you truly desire? Why aren't you taking more risks? Speaking up more, being more consistent, connecting with better people. These are difficult days when we realize our internal demons are beating us. Those days must come to an end now. Woo! Oh, this is cool. Greatness, I love this quote. Greatness belongs to those who have mastered their internal world. What do I believe that? I work on that forever, it seems like. We are plagued by doubt, but the great nevertheless find faith and begin. We all feel like delaying action, but the greater march on. We all want to avoid vulnerability or act superior over others from time to time, but the great consistently demonstrate openness, humility, and love. there are few who are not lucky. They are simply more intentional and more, or sorry, there are few who are lucky. They're not really lucky. They are more intentional. That's what he means. And more practiced at defeating their internal demons. That is why they have so much vitality, motivation, and confidence. Enlightenment comes to those who free themselves from self-oppression. Anyways, it's from the book, it's backwards, The Motivation Manifesto. And you can order it online. It's free. I have to pay for shipping, free book. But I haven't gone into it too much. I just opened up the page, as I said, and started reading. And that's what came up. And I'm like, oh my God, I needed to hear that. Because it really is we do it to ourselves, and we can blame whoever else is out there to blame, right? We can blame our spouse, we can blame our family, we can blame our uprising and our parents, and we can blame society, and we can blame the news, and we can blame all of that type of thing, but it really comes down with that to us. And when you've kind of grown up, become the adult, no matter what your childhood, what happened in it, or what you've gone through, it's so important to know, like look what Oprah's done, right? Is that it's now your turn to take responsibility and to begin to work on that within you. And it's hard sometimes because we think, oh my God, like I'm feeling so bad or feeling like this, that, oh, the road or the journey to me feeling or being how I want to be seems like so impossible and so far, and you don't know how to do it, right? But that's, I think, is because you're not looking at the little steps you can take. You're looking at this long journey ahead of you, saying kind of like, oh my God, that is so much to do, so much to learn, and so much crap to shift through, right? So it feels like it's going to take you so long. But if you don't start, you're never going to get there. And the one thing about starting, and the one thing about taking those steps and taking action, is that it makes you feel good for starting. It makes you feel, oh my God, at least I'm moving forward. At least I'm doing something. And that is the most important thing. The most important thing is that you start. But it doesn't matter if you stop for a day. And that's like what happens with people when they're eating healthy. When they get on, they're eating really good. They're doing really great. Everything's perfect. And then, bang, something happens and they screw up the diet one day, right? Well, then they get so down, so depressed, so hard on themselves that they just say, forget it, and they give up, right? That is what you should never do, because those little slip-ups, whatever you want to call, I don't even think of them like that. I think that you just chose to eat something else that day. There you go. That's all it is. You're choosing to make a choice that's not so healthy for you. It's done. It's over. Move on, right? So that's really the way we need to think about it. We need to think of these little slip-ups. I don't even say failures, never call it a failure, as just, that happened, interesting, that happened, okay, it's done, it's over, move on. What do I want? What are my desires? What am I working towards? What's my next step? Right? It's always tuning in, what's my next step? I think it makes we get hard and we get stressed when we're trying to go too far at once, when you're trying to see the whole picture of how you're going to get to where you want to go. When you really, that's impossible to get that image or that to know where you are now, because you probably heard from some people who have achieved greatness, right? Often they say, oh, if I had no idea it would happen this way, or I could have never known what I would have had to go through to get here. So that's the thing. We cannot get caught up in trying to figure it out. We cannot get caught up in trying to figure every step and figure everything out. We just start. We just go be consistent. We just keep the vision, keep our desire in our mind. Fine, of course, continually go through the whys. Why is this important to us? Reaffirming it every single day. That's the thing. People don't realize you must do it every day. You can't just like set your goals in January 1st and then, basically that's it, and wonder why they haven't come true in March, right? So I'm just seeing if anybody comes. Hello, guys who've jumped on, who are watching, whatever. And for those who are watching in the replay, let me know if you can relate to this, because it was just something I needed to hear today. So I thought that maybe if I shared this information, maybe someone else also needed to hear it today. So basically what I want to say is that we are the ones who get in our own way, but you also can't be too hard on yourself. You also got to say, okay, I did it. Yep, I did it. I shouldn't have done that, whatever, no big story, no huge drama attached to it, no feeling down on yourself, because no matter how perfect you think someone is that you're watching out there, they're not. They're just not showing you the imperfections, right? We keep it to ourselves, you know. Sure, some people do show more vulnerability or whatever, and other people, like, I don't show a lot, right? I know that. But believe me, it doesn't mean I'm perfect all the time. Even with my eating, I'm pretty good, I'm pretty consistent, because it's not something that challenges me in life. So that's like saying to somebody who's a bookkeeper, or really good at managing their books or finances, I don't look at them and go, oh my God, how do you do that? I don't get it. And they're not looking at me going like, well, they're just looking going, it's easy. What are you talking about? They don't understand why we find it hard. So note that every person has something that they find challenging. That's something that trips them up. Every person. It's just the way you're looking at them. You're looking at what they're really good at, because that's what they're showing you, right? That's what they're going to show you they're really good at. They're not going to like go off and show you all the things they're not good at, right? So note that you're not alone. Everybody goes through this, but I really want to encourage you to do the work that's required, even if it takes these little steps, is beginning to read books, beginning to watch videos on YouTube, find a coach that can help you through things, all those types of things. You don't have to do it alone. And I think the problem is that we think we have to do it alone. And that's where we're wrong, because doing it alone is going to keep you stuck for a long time, right? A long time. If somebody is at the point where you're a woman over 40 and you're in midlife and you're having issues with your weight and nothing's coming off and you don't know what to do and you don't even know what's really going on in your body, you've had a lot of changes and what used to work doesn't work anymore, that is what I can help you with. And I help you with the food. We help you with the stress reduction, because stress causes weight gain and you won't be able to lose it. And I also help you with the mindset, like we're talking about now, because my mindset around healthy eating is really good. And so I can get you, I can kind of see what you're saying, what you're believing, what you're thinking, your actions, and how those are kind of disrupting this whole thing around your eating and emotional eating and triggers and all of that. And when that's pointed out to you, it's like an aha moment. I get it. And then you can kind of see ways, and we work on ways that you can kind of overcome that and begin to take steps so you don't have to deal with that stuff anymore, right? It's just beginning. It's taking the steps. It's being consistent. It's having accountability. It's having support. It's having someone to be there for you, someone to talk to. And this 30-day program is a small group program, intimate group of women. So we're all going through the same thing, guys. Understanding, support, talking things through, plus getting the action steps, the little things that we're going to do that are going to help your mind, body, and spirit, because that is very important for your health at this phase, at any phase of life. I will post the link above or below, I think, and it is dianamarchand.com/330days, DAYS-group. Fantastic. Really great price now too. $297 only for about 10 days, and then it's going to go up. So get in at that price. It's going to be amazing. All right. Thanks for watching. Take care and be good to yourself. Bye.